The morning live stream. We are live. Stock market just opened. So we don't normally watch ads. I think I made a mistake right here. There we go.
Day 3 of the JP Morgan Healthcare Conference. Meg Terrell joins us with a special guest. Hey, Meg.
Hey, Carl. Dr. Voss Narasimhan, the CEO of Novartis, joins us now. Voss, it's great to see you.
Welcome everyone to the live.
I want to start by the news you had this week on a potential COVID drug that you in-licensed from Molecular Partners. The data look really good, kind of similar to the antibody drugs. How quickly do you think this?
Did I look into Hex? Yeah, I did.
Yeah, thanks, Meg. Great to be here as always.
If you want to jump on this live stream, we can talk about it. Here we go. We got almost 100 people in this live. Let's go. 117. Let's do this, guys. 141 people in the live stream.
And what that allows this medicine to do in every in vitro test.
Oh, nice. He just posted a video to help me on lives. All right, let me invite you guys. Let's get these people in the live stream.
Now, this was the first data we had clinically showing that the medicine is able to.
We got people coming on. Oh, yeah, let's break it. 200 people. 200. Go, guys. Let's go. Look at that.
What's up?
Full. That's how we know we're big shots now. We got 223 people. And what's his name still can't join. Non-fungible can't join. Yeah, non-fungible. You should probably leave and come back. I think
maybe see if your phone has an update, like a TikTok update.
Just leave and come back, and hopefully he can get in again. I don't know. Let's go, Brandon. No, you're good. He's gonna just try the other phone. So yeah, it's all good. Oh, look, our 200, dude. Why does TikTok do that? We get to 200 people and then it crashes. We're like what's it called? Like we're like an ICO. What's up with that? I don't understand how that works. It just, I guess it like wants to boost your confidence.
To continue to live stream.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go, Brandon. I say Braxton, though. You might get in trouble, so you might want to say, let's go, Braxton. So what's it called? If someone's going long on biotech, what's your opinion on biotech stocks?
I don't touch them just because biotech and penny stocks to me are the same thing. It's just super volatile. So like I just don't touch them. I mean, I don't have a problem with like biotech, but it's just like buying a penny stock. Like any one of them could blow up like 10, 20x. And that's like the whole point of like buying biotech.
Oh, he left. What the heck? He was joining and then it didn't work. There was an update. See, he needed to update his stupid phone. That's why. I knew it wasn't me.
I prefer AR.
Oh, did you hear about Apple and the AR glasses?
Can you all hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
Dude, you missed out. We had 200 people in the live stream, and because you couldn't join, they all left. So it's your fault. We had 200 people. But hey, I don't know what it is. It literally now, every time I go live, it goes up to like 200 people. And like even when I had my old account with the 100,000 followers, I would never get 200 people in my live stream. But then it immediately crashes. I don't get it.
It's crazy, man. Like, what was it? Friday and Saturday night, I was playing like Nintendo and Super Nintendo, and I got like up to 150 at one point, and it crashed fast.
That's funny. So Kim Kardashian has never had plastic surgery. What do you guys think?
Oh crap, dude! Come on, of course she's had plastic surgery. Are you what? And like I'm not a surgeon, but I'm like a plastic surgeon's son, so I'd like to think that I kind of have that eye a little bit. And yeah, she's had a lot of work done, dude.
Dude, we actually have a lot in common. So your dad's a doctor, my dad's a doctor. That's hilarious, man. Like the more and more I learn about you, dude, I feel like you and I are the same. You're just a little bit older than me, right? What's your birth year? You're 80.
I don't think I'm older than you. I was born in 84.
Okay, yeah, you're my brother's age. You're basically like my older brother's age. He was born in 84. That's crazy, man.
Nice.
Yeah. Shout out to Jeremy, by the way. I don't know if he wants to join the live stream. I'll shoot him an invite. You guys remember Jeremy? He's like one of my favorite people to have on TikTok. I don't know if he's gonna come on or not. We might be maxed out. But yeah. So I do want you guys to know I posted something.
Oh
It
yeah,
went
Jeremy
viral today.
from that's Jeremy. Jeremy's real cool. Yeah.
Yeah, the hunter, Jeremy the hunter. But I posted something. So do you know that Floyd Mayweather and Kim Kardashian are getting sued? Oh, no worries,
Floyd
Jeremy. Another
gets
time.
sued. He gets sued he did the same thing in 2016 and got sued. They all do it. They don't give a shit.
Yeah. By the way, this is a good comment. What if the Senate would remove the filibuster? I think we should. I think it should just take 50 people because, like, if you make it really hard, then it's just always gridlock.
Like
Right?
Logan Paul, all of the NFTs were all scams, like pretty much.
But he's not getting sued, is he? Just Kim Kardashian
I'm pretty sure
and Floyd Mayweather.
I'm pretty sure they're.
So what was
sure
Ethereum Max? Because they shilled Ethereum Max. Was it just like
they wanted to use it as like a club, like a club token, because you know how like they all go to the club and they have they're friends with all the hospitality people in like Miami. So it was a group in Miami, and you could use it to get into like dinners.
That's awful. That's terrible.
Yeah.
That's so dumb, man.
But the thing
I think Tom Brady was even shilling it too.
Yeah, so Vitalik.
How come he didn't get sued?
He probably will. They all do, but like it never really goes anywhere because like you need money to really sue people.
Yeah,
and like the
and
people suing lost all their
money.
money buying all these scams. So it's like they're idiots anyway. So, but yeah, Vitalik came on and said, "Yeah, Ethereum Max is like a scam. Don't buy it." It's like months and months ago.
The problem with the suing him too, it's like basically it's just going to be a settlement, and like I bet you anything, like a third of it or a half of it will just go to attorneys, right? Because the attorneys will just do it on contingency. So like they'll settle for $2 million,
25%.
Like let's just say they settle for $2 million, so the attorneys get $1 million, and then that $1 million is probably going to be like split with like 10,000 people. So then like everyone gets like $100. And that's pretty much it. They call it a day.
Yeah.
That's basically how our legal system.
If you're suing them because like because somebody died or lost a limb, that's something different. But if it's for something like, just kind of money type deals, yeah, it's gonna be a crappy settlement.
It'll be a long time too, like dude. And also, these crypto people have money, so like they'll make sure they don't pay out. Like Mt. Gox still hasn't paid out.
Yeah, our legal system sucks. That's the one thing I've learned. I hate dealing with attorneys, and I always try to settle out of court because basically if you want to use the legal system, just the money goes to attorneys, and like you never get an outcome you're happy with. Because if you do, that means you bled out. I have
a buddy that's an attorney for an insurance company, and he told me, no, we don't settle. We like to go to court.
It must be lemonade. Lemonade. By the way, Lemonade Insurance is a scam, everyone. I just want everyone to know. Thank you for the likes, by the way, too. Thank you for hitting the like button. The Fed is back juicing the fake stock market. You should be happy. I know. I should be. We should all be happy. I want to get a photo of Jay Powell, I think, like next to like Jesus. He's like the stock market Jesus. He will die and raise rates again,
I was thinking of a picture of Magneto with his face superimposed over it.
That works. It definitely works. All right, we're live now. I skipped all the commercials.
Dude, I'm so happy. Like the market's going up and like my margin is going up so much.
I was literally I want to say like my stock portfolio at one point was like down to like it was really bad, and now it's
I was wiring money in for like 4 days straight to my margin account because I kept I used margin like to 100%, and I was like, oh yeah, this is the bottom. Today's the bottom. I was like, no.
At one point during the crash, my buying power went down to like $1,000. Like I usually have like buying power that's over $100,000, and it went down to like $1,000. So Yeah, I got close, but it's
Yeah.
cool because as the market goes back up, I'm definitely like just getting rid of my losers, and I mean, I still think big tech is the way to go. Like, I think that's just the way the stock market works.
I've been dollar cost averaging on all my losers and like selling my winners because like the losers are gonna come back stronger. So.
But what, like what, Zillow? You think Zillow is going to do better than Apple, Amazon, and Google? You think DraftKings will do better than?
See, I'm down the most in DraftKings, Virgin Galactic, Twitter, and Penn, and Arc. So I think those will come
that
back.
Virgin Galactic. Oh yeah, that one hurt me too.
I sold out. I'm so happy. I have like 10 shares. I used to have 300 shares.
Boeing is making me literally almost $1 million in profit right now.
Yeah, no. Boeing's good. I did actually paper hand, and I sold some of my Boeing under 200, but most of it now I'm just going to hold and hopefully make some of my money back. But I learned my lesson, man. I was too heavy on margin.
Look at
no, I don't like Dogecoin.
I'm definitely big on DraftKings on the long run, though. Especially after they bought out Golden Nugget Online Gaming, because with that acquisition too, there was also like physical assets that they bought, like the casino in Biloxi, Bubba Gump Shrimp Restaurant. Then they got another restaurant chain that was part of the deal too. So
nice.
yeah, I definitely am big on DraftKings in the long run because they're going to do more than just the online stuff, and more than just the sports betting. It's going to be like actual blackjack, poker online, and they're going to do crypto, and maybe even
what if everyone just
goes in the casino in Biloxi.
What if everyone realizes they can just go and gamble in the metaverse, and then people don't use DraftKings?
So if they do that, guess what casino they're going to go to? They're going to go to My Gambling Apes Casino. So either way.
Nice.
But seriously, I don't think they can regulate gaming, right? Because like, as long as you get a VPN, you can gamble at any crypto casino you want. So like, all these companies that spend all this money to like legally do it, they're gonna get screwed. Kind of like medical marijuana. Like no one, like in California, it's legalized, but no one buys the legal weed because of the taxes. Everyone just goes and gets it off the black market to avoid the taxes and get the cheaper price.
Somebody asked about weapons in the metaverse. Not yet, but that's something I think about a lot. Like, I'll play like an old light gun game like Area 51 or Lethal Enforcers, and I'm like, dude, I want to bring this into the metaverse.
Yeah. But I still think the metaverse is going to be Facebook and Apple, man. I think that they're going to be the people you have to pay to get into the metaverse, Facebook and Apple.
And they're going to be tracking every single bit of your data, man. They'll give away.
Well, Apple doesn't do that.
Headsets.
And then, did you hear about their headset? It's going to be like $3,000 for the Apple headset.
Oh my God.
So but it's going to probably be super. Who uses Facebook? Old people, and old people have all the money. Like literally, people don't realize that.
I bought this RV, and now I'm in like all these Facebook groups, and there's just old people. It's so funny.
Yeah, Lisa. Thank you, Lisa.
That's got to be hilarious. Yeah, you're like in a group with like a bunch of retired snow bunnies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I still think people are sleeping on Facebook because first off, it's big around the world. It's not just America. I know people are very American centric. And then the richest people are the old people, right? They're the ones that are all on Facebook. So like all the ads and all the scams that are being sold. Facebook.
That's Facebook on the weekly.
Yeah. Yep, for sure.
You made a real good point with the international, because I mean, I think sometimes we don't think about that. Like, MS Messenger stayed alive for so much longer than it deserved to because of like the international market.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. That's so true.
All right, I would say probably WhatsApp is a modern example. Like, I bet if it weren't for the international market, like nobody would be using WhatsApp except for like scams.
Yeah, no.
If Facebook wants their stock to like go up, they should add a crypto wallet. Like, I wonder what's like preventing them to becoming like a Square or something where like your Facebook account can also be like a crypto wallet. That'd be a great way.
I'm sure they will, because like is kind of as much as we've been wanting to rag about Facebook and people using it, their marketplace is decent. People do use that marketplace, and add a
I buy my
wallet to
cars
it.
there.
Yeah.
And here's a funny thing too. I want everyone to know this. So I do my real estate rentals on Facebook, and I got reported by a bunch of Karens. The Karens got mad that rent was going up so much, and so my original Facebook that I have got banned, and so I had to create like fake accounts.
Okay.
in order to
that
do
sounds really stupid. You're seriously telling me that you got reported as a landlord for charging too much rent, and that affected your social media account.
Yep.
Wow,
I'm
that's
not allowed to
dumb.
use Facebook Marketplace because people reported me. Because remember, it's arbitrary. Anyone can report you on Marketplace, and they were just like, "Oh, this is a scam," and it's like people were just pissed off that rents have gone up so much. Because like, I guess I was renting a house for $5,000, and like the people, like, all these Karens were like, "Oh, I remember like 10 years ago, I used to rent a house for $2,000." And I'm like, dude, don't shoot me. Shoot the Federal Reserve. It's like I'm not the one that's making rents go up. It's all the money printers.
Your
Blame the
beef is with the
government.
free market. Yeah.
Yeah. But see, the thing with Craigslist, it's a lot more scammy. With Facebook, it's a little less scammy because, like, at least you get the basic information of like where are you from, where'd you go to school. So, like, as a landlord, Facebook is actually like easier, in my opinion. Like Craigslist, you have no idea who this person is. There's no information, And then if you do have mutual friends, it also kind of helps. Oh, next door. Does anyone use? Go ahead.
I got banned off Nextdoor.
I have the app, but I don't use it much. But I didn't even know they were public.
This is the best comment ever. If they don't like rent increases, they should go get a loan and buy a home. Yeah, seriously.
Right.
Why are you reporting me? Go get your own house.
Yeah.
People still get scammed on Facebook, but like I guess like what Cena was getting at is this Facebook marketplace came out over a decade after, Facebook. So people may be using their 10, 15-year-old profiles on the marketplace. So that adds like this huge extra layer of trust.
Exactly. I forgot. I need to do my double live now that I have you guys on here. Shoot, you guys got to remind me. I'm getting closer and closer to getting monetized on YouTube. I just need to keep doing my live streams on YouTube. Completely forgot about that. So yeah, anyone here wants to pump up my YouTube, I'm gonna go live on my other phone. Make my tea.
Dude, you got central air in that house? Baller.
Yeah.
People that have central air in Southern
how much money?
California.
You want to hear how much money Annie has made? So she bought this house in May of 2020, right? For $620,000. You know what it appraised for? Like the neighbor with the same unit, and it's closer. It's not as good of a location because like there's a railroad nearby, and so this unit is closer to the railroad. It sold for $850.
Yeah, that was gonna be my guess, like over 800. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It's funny because Annie works as like a preschool teacher, and she makes maybe like $3,000 a month. And like basically, she made like 5 years of what a preschool teacher would make with one real estate investment.
Wow!
So now get her to pull out that equity and do you know what, man?
Well, no, she is gonna refi and pull cash out, and she's gonna try to buy.
That's what I meant. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah, no, she's all about it. And what's funny, she lost so much money in the stock market because, she bought DraftKings and all these crappy stocks. And she's like, you know what? There's a fake guy. One of my fake accounts joined. Yeah, no way. YOLO Bitcoin. There's a fake account of me that just joined my live stream. Hey, what's up, fake account? You guys see that?
Yeah.
YOLO Bitcoin with like a dash. I'm famous, guys. I wonder why he's in my live stream. Is he going to try to
that
steal my
happen
live
to me.
stream?
These people are so annoying.
By the way, we're going to sponsor this live stream with Earl Grey tea. Oh, yeah, let me get on YouTube now. So, let me get on YouTube.
Dude, Bob,
you guys got to remind me. What's Alibaba's price?
137.
What do you think it's going to go back to?
$1,000. Well, it was never 1,000. I think I'll go back to like 2 something.
300. It was like 300 for a week, and then it crashed.
I want to see 240. That's where I'm exiting. So we'll see.
All right, I'm going live on YouTube, guys.
My townhouse is rented.
How much did you rent your townhouse for?
$19.90, like $2,000.
Nice.
In Houston?
Yeah. I could have rented it for $2,300, but it's an older couple, so I was like, all right, you know what? I don't think they're gonna do anything like damage wise. I was like, all right, just do it. Whatever. It's like a retired family or just a couple.
If you guys are bored, go on my YouTube. I'm now live on YouTube as well. And so are you guys that are in the live stream. So what's up, YouTube?
So someone typed in CPI. Did CPI data come out today?
Yeah, Meet Kevin's covering it, I think. I think the CPI data was not as bad. So inflation is coming down. So that means it's good for the stock market because I don't think they're going to raise rates. And then everyone here, I know there's like 16 of you guys, go on YouTube, type on Sina Dean, come into my live stream on YouTube and just give me a thumbs up. And then you can leave and go back to TikTok. I need to get.
Look, that's how you do it. Go here, you click on his face.
Yeah, look at my face. Look at that. Isn't that great?
And then you just do that. That's all you do.
Yeah, give me a thumbs up, guys. Right now I have 1 thumbs up. Let's get to like 10 thumbs up. Come on, help me out, guys.
I'm gonna do it right now.
Like, I'll go to the pool. I'll go to the pool and do like a backflip into the pool or something, even though it's like 60 degrees outside.
Dude, that was so funny when you were doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a cool high dive too. I don't know if you've seen my live stream. I have a 3-meter high dive, so I can do really cool stuff on that. I got to do that when the weather's better.
Dude, pools are money pits.
No, it's a community pool.
Oh,
okay, we have 4 thumbs up. I got 4 thumbs up, so thank you, everyone. 5 thumbs up. Thank you, everyone. You don't need the link. Just go to YouTube and then type in my name, CINADEAN. I'll type it out. Oh, so it went up in December. December was 7%, but they were projecting it would be 7.8%. So I think it was good. Oh, hey, we got some people. So a comment on YouTube is check out Vault for USD staking. It pays 12%. Got it. Watching both is confusing. Just like one and then leave. I guess if you guys don't mind, watch the YouTube until I get monetized because I do need watch. I need like 900 more watch hours to get YouTube to pay me. They don't pay on shorts, unfortunately. So, but hey, I got 6 thumbs up.
Look at in 2008 when the CPI was high, it crashed. This is in 2008.
So,
but we broke it. A lot higher.
It's for the staking. Oh, there you go. 20% is actually better. Waves.exchange. But this one is VAULD Vault. But I would do the other one that pays 20%. Why get 12% when you can get 20? That's some degen gains. Nice. We got 7 thumbs up. 7 thumbs up. Thank you, guys. Let's do this. 8 thumbs up. I got 8 likes.
And I keep on logging on with my wrong account, so like you got some new subscribers too with some of my like burner accounts.
So the 20% is in this chat. It's called waves.exchange. Waves like, and then .exchange. Oh, but it takes 2 weeks to unstake. So keep that in mind, guys. That's a good one. Thank you. But yeah, hey, if you guys don't mind at nighttime, go on YouTube. I have a playlist of all my live streams. Just hit that playlist on autoplay and then just leave it on. Can you talk more about FHA loans? Let's talk about that. Thank you for that comment. You want to talk about your FHA loan, non-fungible cats, and then I'll talk about my FHA loan?
Yeah, for sure. So 3.5% down, which at the time for me was like $14,000. And I went through this broker here in San Diego, who's like one of the largest mortgage loan originators for FHA loans and VA loans in the country. Great dude. Like I didn't even know it was his company. I thought he was just like a senior real estate agent or something. But yeah, they really just went out of the way to show me different places throughout the county, work with my budget and everything. And yeah, similar situation to what you mentioned with Annie, as far as like how the value of my house has gone up, and I've been able to get out of. Oh, so yeah, the downside of this FHA loan is you have to pay what's called mortgage insurance every month. So for me, that mortgage insurance ended up being like an additional almost $500 a month.
Wait, that high?
So,
Mine was cheap. Mine was only like 125 or like $200. It wasn't that expensive. Why was yours
yeah,
so?
mine was pretty high. But I was able to, but even if you have the money to put up on a traditional loan, you really got to think opportunity cost. If maybe that money that you had to put in on a traditional loan is better spent on other investments, and then you can still use the leverage of a 3.5% FHA loan.
Let's go down this rabbit hole, okay? Because let's just say my monthly payment, because I remember this too. So when I did my FHA loan, my monthly payment was $3,000, right? And so when I did do my refinance, it did drop my monthly payment to like $2,000, correct? But then I had to put down like $80,000 of money to like make it to 20% or whatever. And so was it really worth me? See, like if I do the math, I think keeping that $80,000 and being able to invest it into other investments.
That's what I was getting at. That's exactly what I was getting at. But in my case, like I paid that $500 extra a month for like a year and a half. And then after a year and a half, the value of my house had gone up enough that I didn't have to put in that money like you did. I just refinanced.
Yeah.
And then like a year later, I refinanced again and got like $80,000 out of it.
Exactly. Yeah. And I think that's the key because. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and I've probably spent close to $35,000 on home improvement, so I'll probably refinance again.
Yeah, and what people don't realize is we're in a high inflation environment. So like if inflation goes below 2% again, then it might not be worth it to be in debt like that. But if inflation stays above 5%, you want to max out your loan, especially if your loan is less than 5% interest, right? So whatever the inflation rate is, if you're able to borrow below that rate, then you want to do max leverage.
Right.
Real estate.
Somebody on here, y'all should follow him. Well Watcher BTC. He's also a CPA. Yeah, definitely's got some good content. Y'all should go follow him.
Can you say hi so I can follow him? If he says hi in the chat, I can follow him right now. I don't know. He might be too busy to say hi. And shout out to everyone on YouTube. Yeah, it's better to have a higher payment and add properties. Yep. Or just diversify, because I don't know about you guys. I wouldn't be 100% real estate. So depending on
how much crypto do you think's in all of this?
Oh, I'm already following him. I'm already following Whale Watcher. Okay. I'm gonna get $1 million of crypto. $1 million.
Way more than that. Way more.
2 million?
Way more.
By the way, I think we can have a third guest on here. Whale Watcher. Here, let me send him an invite. See if he can jump on.
He might be working right now though.
Okay, no worries.
So on those wallets, man, like who was it? This other guy made a video, and he kind of misspoke, but I get what he was getting at. He was saying that like, the IRS could come in, they could seize your property and backdoor their way into your wallet to get the keys. Like the way he made it sound like they could hack it, but what they can do is like sees your computer, and if you have a file that says passwords
The
or a
dot
notebook
wallet.
that says seeds.
Yeah. Well, so with crypto, if you have any on your computer, it's just a dot wallet file. So like if the feds are looking for it, they'll find it. Also, what that dude was also referencing is like, let's say you use Coinbase and Gemini, right? So like the second you want to offload your money and like into your bank account, they can just freeze it on those KYC platforms.
Yep.
So you
That's
have to
kind
use
of
like
what
a
happened
third
with
party.
Yeah, that's kind of what happened with, what was it, that pipeline hack or whatever back summer of last year. Yeah, they basically like gave the money back because they knew they weren't going to be able to get it out.
Well, yeah, they basically tracked it back, and then I guess, either they raided the guy and found the computer with the crypto, or they just had, I don't know, they just somehow had access to that wallet seed phrase.
Oh, you know what? No, I'm confusing it maybe with a different hack that was like money stolen from an exchange. And then the guy just gave it back, basically because he wasn't going to be able to get the money back out.
Oh, yeah, I'm not sure about that one.
Just a quick thing.
Well, Watcher, what's happening?
What's going on? Y'all doing all right?
Yep.
Pretty good.
Let me answer a quick question. So interactive brokers, the max is 75%, but I wouldn't go over 50%. Don't be like me. The dip happened and I was at 50% leverage and it became really hard for me. So my rule of thumb is like, don't go over 50% because a crash will happen. And in reality, when a crash happens, you want to be below 20%. But I mean, I still was able to buy, but I'm still like regretting. I would have made a lot more money if I understood margin and I stayed away from 50% leverage. I should have stayed at like 25 or 20%. Go ahead, guys. Sorry. So, Whale Watcher, where are you practicing your CPA license? What state are you
I'm
in?
based in Atlanta.
Oh, in Atlanta, nice. I actually have some land I'm trying to get rid of. Do you know a good land broker? Because I'm thinking of firing my land agent. Dude,
Yeah,
they're the dumbest people.
I'm not super familiar in the real estate market, unfortunately.
Okay.
I'm still renting, so sort of like you guys were talking about refinancing and stuff. Like it's definitely something that's like on my radar. So,
guess what? Guess where the land is located? The land is located in College Park.
Oh wow!
That's why no one wants to buy it.
By the airport.
What's funny is there's so much racism because I would call agents and they'd be like, "Oh, College Park. I don't really go to that area. I don't feel too safe. Maybe you should look at hiring an agent that lives in that area because I don't know if I can do showings there." And I'm like, "It's land. You don't need to show land."
Yeah, it's a not so great part of town for sure.
But it's going to gentrify, right? Because real estate's so expensive in Atlanta. So it's like you have to, you can build apartments there. So
yeah, and you got the opportunity zone, incentives now too. So
there you go. So yeah, if you have a good realtor, if you can talk to him and see if they do land sales, I actually need a recommendation because it's hilarious. I signed this agent to list the property January 1st. And like, if anyone's trying to learn commercial real estate, the two platforms to sell your property is LoopNet and 10X. That's how you do all your commercial deals. This lady is so dumb and so slow that I texted her this morning and she texted me last Thursday that she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to list it." I'm like, the listing agreement started on the 1st and it's like 11 days later. And it's like, I don't want to be mean or anything, but it's like, because this area just has really dumb agents. I don't think there's any smart ones. So I have to just keep dealing with really dumb agents that can't even list a property online. It takes them like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I got one friend that's a real estate agent, but she's based in Alpharetta, so I could reach out to her and see if
you got to do land. Some agents, they won't touch land, but I mean, if they want to try, because like I think that any agent should diversify, not just do homes. But
yeah, exactly.
If you have it hard, what I would say is first talk to them and make sure that they will do the land deal, and then if you want, you can message me. I'm following you, so just message me their number, and I'll hit them up. And
yeah, I'll do that.
And then they owe you dinner because this land will probably sell for over $1 million. So the commission on that is like 60 grand. Yeah. So they owe you a couple of dinners.
Hard to turn that down. And you'd think there'd be more motivation, right, to go in and sell it with that kind of commission, but it's crazy out there.
I just think the stupidest people get into real estate, and then I also think that there might be an inside job where the agent I hired has a buyer and they don't want to show the property to anyone else. And then that way they can lower because that's the only motivation. Why would you not list the property unless you already have a buyer in mind, but you want to lower the price for this buyer? And
that,
you know, they make
that's
more
a
money
huge problem when finding an agent, like stuff what you're saying. That is a huge problem. So I went through like 3 agents. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And if you don't know that's how it works, you'll just be willing to be taken along for a ride that's gonna kind of give you a raw end of the deal.
Yeah, see, I know real estate, so I know that the fact it needs to be listed and I need to see this stuff. But if it was a normal, and that's why I highly recommend that if you're a beginner, don't go into land. Land is super hard to sell. And then it is kind of like a cartel where these agents won't even show your property to anyone because they just want to sell it to someone else. And then they just want to make you as desperate as possible so, you know, that their homeboy gets a better price. So someone's asking, this is actually a funny question. Do you take a loan, a 50% loan on Coca-Cola? That's a good stock, but I wouldn't, when it comes to stocks, I think you should do 25%. But Coca-Cola is a good stock if you're going to take a loan against. And it's based in Atlanta, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And it's a pretty steady stock too. Like they don't usually dip too much. And so you also get that dividend that they have too. So pretty decent stock to leverage.
I thought they paid dividends. Yeah.
Someone can look it up. It's probably better than, because like you can borrow on Interactive Brokers at 1%. So if Coca-Cola is paying a dividend more than 1%, you're technically buying the stock for free.
Exactly.
Because the interest you're paying is covered by the dividend.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Shout out to Money Manny, one of my favorite people to go live with.
Okay, so what this guy said, land is difficult to sell, development is a beast. Yeah, the broker buddy of mine, like we became really good friends, and like he's helped me get in on some like development type deals, like very little money though. Like I'm like the shrimp that's putting in like $10,000 and everybody else is putting like $1 million or something crazy, you know? But yeah, it's the development deals are awesome, and man, don't want to talk about it too much, but he may have something going in like Yuma with like a solar energy farm that's gonna be doing Bitcoin mining. So you know, don't want to talk about that one too much. Don't want to jinx it, but I told him, dude, like, I'm all on board that one. He sent me some stuff for a white paper he's working on. Yeah, looking forward to that for sure.
My advice to anyone that's a newbie in real estate is just start with your own place. If you're okay with roommates, what I would do is first just rent a place and then, you know, get like 2 or 3 extra bedrooms, rent that. If you're okay with that, then you graduate to buying a place, right? And you should probably live in it and rent it. And then if that works out, then you go get another place. And the way the FHA hustle works is you can keep doing FHA loans as long as it's not the same bank. Every year you could do an FHA loan. You just have to change your residence to wherever you're going to move into. But I think that's the hack. And then eventually you get into commercial real estate and land. But what's the point of buying stuff that doesn't cash flow? And that's why I think that the room rentals and like, if you're lucky and you live in a market like Atlanta, it's going to be so easy for you to rent, you know, just, you know, there's a lot of people that want to rent rooms because they can't afford an entire place. And so, you know, you can first just start with someone else's money because, you know, the way I started, you know, my friend in Texas, I copied him. He rented a house for like $1,200 or $1,300, and then he rented 4 rooms for like $500 each. So he was literally living there rent free. And then he knew, because of where he was living, he knew where the best place was to buy because he had been living there for a while. And then so he went and bought his own house, FHA loan, took his roommates over there. And then he just started buying 1 house a year in Texas and just kept buying properties with FHA loans. You're going to be busy, both you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like,
I'm busy now.
Shout out to YouTube, man. I got 5 people in my live stream and I need 1 more thumbs up. If anyone here is bored, go on my YouTube, give me the last thumbs up so I can get 10 thumbs up on YouTube. So let's talk crypto. We haven't been really talking crypto. Is there any projects, anyone here? I'm trying to get more Luna. What are you guys' thoughts on Luna?
Luna's great, dude.
Good.
Yeah,
like
I mean, I don't want to say it's late, but yeah, Luna's an amazing project. And they're really focused on their stable coin too, so that's pretty big. And I feel like their protocol and their kind of their framework for their borrowing and lending, it's definitely got some good sustainability behind it, even though they're paying out like 20% interest. Yeah, Luna's a great project. Dude, another huge one that Luna's doing. Man, this one's like incredible. They got one called what's it called? Anchor Protocol, I think it is.
Yep.
Or
That's
no,
where you
it's
get
Prism.
20%.
Prism. Yeah. That Anchor's where you get 20%. No, what I'm thinking about is called Prism Finance. Prism Finance, real cool. So what Prism Finance will let you do is like, let's say you got your Luna and you'd stake your Luna and they'd give you back two different things. A Luna that's like represents the principal portion, and then another thing that represents the yield for however long you staked it. So right now they kind of have staking it more into like perpetuity. So it's almost like you got a bond and you're able to split up the principal and the future interest payments into two separate financial instruments. That one's awesome. I'm really looking forward to that one coming out and being able to do stuff with that one.
Explain to me why the Fed has to juice Wall Street every day. I think the government wants inflation because they can tax you more. I think it's a way of the government getting more power because remember, if property prices go up, that's how they get out of their debt, right? If property prices go up, they can tax you more. So I think this is a way.
The state gets the property taxes.
But it's just not that. I mean, even federal taxes go up every year. It's not like federal taxes go down. And the way they can keep collecting more revenue is through inflation.
Yeah. And I think another thing too that a lot of people don't think about is when you have inflation, it just naturally makes the value of your currency go down. So by having a steady inflation rate, it actually makes the United States a more favorable trade partner in sort of this like global like economic.
Yeah, dollar is king. What people don't realize is all the other currencies are crap. So even though we are losing purchasing power, if you compare it to like Lebanon, if you had $1 million and you went on a trip, you come back and Lebanon took half your bank account. Just like the government seized it. And then I guess it was Turkey that had the 33% inflation. So if you had $1 million in Turkey, you go on a 10-day trip, you come back, your $1 million is now worth 700 grand. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And that's where I see, you know, like party finance was so anti-crypto, but like, you know, we live in America, so we don't see the crazy inflation, but like, think about the rest of the world. I think they're going to realize that they don't need to save in crappy currencies. They just need an internet connection and a VPN, and then they can own one of the best assets in the world, Bitcoin or Ethereum.
Mm-hmm. And then I also forgot this, but
okay, yeah, we have a fake account of Rick Raheem. I first thought Rick Raheem was in this live. I'm like, oh, awesome. And then I click on it as a fake account.
Man, did y'all hear Rick scammed his people again? Yeah. Did y'all hear about that?
Yeah,
like he's selling free indicators?
Yeah, I've known about this since day one.
Why don't we sue him? Isn't he rich? Why don't we do a class action lawsuit? I actually have a lawyer that might be down to just sue him, so we just get a settlement. Just to even respond.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, dude, like you have to be an idiot to even like you have to to even believe any of the bullshit he speaks. You have to have like no financial literacy at all, to be honest. To like listen to his shit.
But he's rich.
No, man, you just have to fall for that sweet talk where he calls you friend and shows you a Lambo.
Yeah, no, like, dude, I have his first bot thing. Like, I have a group, and like my group lost a total of like 300 grand, and like we're not gonna do shit. It is what it is. Like, I don't know.
So he has assets though, and if you sue him, he can't refinance his debt. So I don't understand why.
Go Google his name. His credit card companies have been suing him all year for like not paying his Capital One credit card. Just Google his name in the state. You'll see all the credit card companies suing him.
I didn't know. I didn't see that part.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
so he's already his credit card.
Just look up the county he lives in and just look up like court records. That's what I do. It's like super easy. It takes 2 seconds.
That sounds. Now, what I remember looking up about him was like, dude's been scamming for fucking decades.
Yeah,
like back in the late 90s.
Internet salesman.
Yeah, back in the late 90s, he had some like repair your credit score type scams or something going on like that.
So you guys see Music Man? He's saying these companies don't run on profits and earnings; they run on debt. But I mean, that's not all the companies, right? Like Google, Apple, Amazon, they're profitable. They don't really run on debt, right? That's just some companies are zombies, right? I think that's
most
a blanket
companies
statement.
run on debt. Yeah, like I would say like
cash flow.
60% run on debt.
Well, I mean, you remember what? Well, I guess at least three of us went to business school, right? You remember that old saying, "Debt is cheaper than equity."
Yeah.
I mean, debt is good. I mean, for me to be able to borrow 300 grand right now at 1% interest when I know it's devaluing at 7%, it's great. You know what I mean? And like, what's even more crazy, I made a post about the infinite money glitch. Is I put 50 grand in stable coins and it pays off all my interest on my $300,000 loan, and so I actually get to pocket. So I'm literally borrowing $250,000 for free by using stable coins and using stocks as collateral. So, I mean, debt is good if you know how to arbitrage it and how to buy assets with it. And that's like how really wealthy people get rich, right? Like, debt is the way to do it. And it's just, they train you in school the wrong way. They tell you to go get college debt, which is the most worthless debt, and it's not even tax deductible, and you can't bankrupt out of it. But in reality, you need to be getting
deduct the
stock.
tax. You can deduct the interest. You can deduct the interest up to like if you have a certain amount of income, and that's one where I get really pissed off because I'm like, yo, I'm not rich. Like I shouldn't be limited to how much of this interest I can deduct.
Yeah, well, you don't lobby, right? You don't pay the politicians. The politicians just do whatever the rich people are paying them to do.
And those rich people obviously don't have student loans.
I had Bank of Mom and Dad, I never had to worry about student loans. I was lucky I got a college scholarship for swimming and diving at UC Irvine, but like that's the one thing I want to make it clear to everyone is like, being wealthy and growing up in Newport Beach, and I used to live in Indiana, it's like it's a huge divide because being able to not worry about my debt, not have to worry about healthcare, and then the tutoring. What people don't realize too is like, I had SAT tutors, and then, once again, I was a college athlete, so I didn't have to pay for it, but the tutoring is like next level. So it's like, this isn't a real equal playing field, and like, whatever.
You know what I think is crazy, man? Like you've said that like a number of times, and even talked about how like the people you got to hang out with in Southern California compared to Indiana was just a different world. You were surrounded by like other go-getters. And like I think people still have been wanting to argue like on old videos like, oh, it doesn't matter, people can come up from anywhere, whatever. I'm like, yeah, but there's still better opportunities. Like if you start on third base, it's easier to get to home than if you start on like first base.
Yeah, and what people don't realize is that it's the average. They always want to take like the 1 out of 1,000 or the 1 out of 1 million. Like, oh, look, this guy made it. Like, look at this token one guy. But it's like, let's take the numbers. So, my average friends in Newport Beach, they all make six figures. And I want to say the ones that really hit it out of the park, like if I take the entire average, the average earning power of most of the people I grew up with in Newport Beach right now, my age, so like, in their 30s, it's probably around 500,000. But if I go look at the people I went to middle school with in Indiana, they probably average around 50K, and a lot of them are on like subsidies and stuff, but it's like, they don't have the same opportunities as these kids in Newport. And what's crazy is that like half of my friends don't do anything in Newport. That's the thing that bothers me the most is half of them, they just live off of, inherited wealth. 50% of my friends don't do anything. They're my age. They literally have a trust fund that pays them. They go, and I mean, I guess they put money in the economy, but it's like, the whole reason we overthrew the kings and we got rid of kings was to prevent this, right? Like you should be able to obviously pass on some wealth, but when it becomes where like, the grandkids aren't doing anything, like the Walmart kid, they're all like richer than half of America, but they really never did anything. They just were born. That's socialism to me. That's way more socialist than me.
Yeah. All right. Well, I appreciate you guys having me on, but I actually do have to run to a meeting in a couple minutes. So y'all take care. I'll see you guys again soon.
Later, man. Have a good day.
Yep,
send me your number. Send me your number on the chat, and I can group text you when we do these live streams. But I mean, I would love to have CPAs on here, man. We need more professionals and less scammers on TikTok. So thank you for coming in.
Thanks. Y'all take care.
Yeah, man. Have a good day.
You too.
But this is why I love owning assets, because Wall Street always gets bailed out. You know, the poor people really don't. And like, look at all the stimulus. It really just helped rich people, right? I got richer. I don't know about you guys, but I was able to borrow. By the way, you know, I did those ELDI loans. You guys are, you know, the disaster loans during COVID.
Yeah.
Dude, I got $100,000. The government gave me $100,000. I did the application on my phone. So I get $100,000. I got the money May of 2020. I didn't make my first payment till June of 2021. They gave me $100 grand, and I was able to invest it all. And then think about the inflation too now. And it's like it's a 30-year loan. I pay $400 a month. It's like, why not like subsidize people that actually need it? Like all these loans just help, you know, smart people become even more wealthy. It's not really, I don't know. I should have put it in stable coins. That would have been a good hustle too.
How do you qualify? You have to run a company for longer than.
So what I did is I had 3 businesses, but what everyone could have done is you could have just said you had a sole proprietorship. So that was the one hustle. Everyone here could have got a $25,000 loan from the government. You just went on the SBA website and you just use your social security number as your tax ID, and you could have got 25 grand from the government. No questions asked.
And they and I guess they didn't ask you to report any of your other assets then, did they?
Nope. I just needed
man, I should have gotten my girl to do that, man. Damn. Because she actually did lose out on a lot of work because she does like translation interpretations now, but before COVID, she was doing like facials and massages, and that business, that industry's like still kind of done.
So everyone here can be a consultant or a crypto miner, and according to Marcus, you can still do the loan. So just put in SBA disaster loan, and you can do it as a sole proprietorship. But
so
if you have
LLC, go ahead.
No,
I was
go
gonna
ahead.
say.
Go ahead.
So he's saying what's better, an LLC or an S corp? So like I'm an LLC, but my tax status is an S corp. So like it just talk to a tax guy, but you can like have an LLC and still file corporate tax.
Right.
By the way, on this comment, go ahead. You can go.
I was going to say, with the LLC, you can do the pay like a corporation or as an individual. I mean, the LLC is more for like the liability protection because like I'm saying, you could choose either or for the how you're going to be treated for tax purposes, and also take into consideration what state you're in. Like I believe New York doesn't really they're like, nah, we don't do that whole LLC thing.
By the way, if you missed this live stream, it's on YouTube. Just go on YouTube. You can rewind it and watch it on YouTube.
So on the getting taxed twice, that's if you do like the corporate tax election, like the C Corp election, because you're going to get taxed at the corporate level, and then you'd have to redistribute the dividends to you as the owner, and you'll get taxed on that. But there's like dividends received deductions. There's ways to minimize it, but technically, you are going to get taxed twice on it. I mean, that's really how most dividends work, really, when it's dividends from like a business that you're actively participating in, because there's the corporate taxes, and then when the dividends flow through, there's taxes being paid again.
By the way, I want to give a shout out to the biggest parasite in the world. It's Wall Street. Like Wall Street and banking.
What happened to Jeremy? He was on for like half a second.
He said 1
just
second.
Wants to do voice. I think he's
he'll
just
come
doing
right
his
back.
voice. Yeah, he's coming back on. He just wanted to do voice. Can you explain how to become an LLC? I think you just go online and file paperwork. So I think you go to you can literally Google like how to file an LLC for your state. And then usually, like I know for California, you can just go online and you can just do it all online. It's $200.
Yeah, but like I said, definitely look at what your state rules are, because right in California, you have to pay like $800 to the state franchise board. Maybe like the first year they don't make you do it, but after that,
So the hustle is like, first off, if you ever start an LLC, you want to do it in January because you don't even have to pay the LLC fee until like April of next year. But if you start your LLC like in October, you kind of get screwed because then you only have the business for like 3 months and then you have to pay the fee. So always the best time to start a business or an LLC is January, because then you get to wait the longest before you have to pay tax.
Right. Yeah, and it is that easy, yeah.
And it's a tax deduction. Remember, your business can lose money. So it's okay. Your first 2 years, you can lose money, report all your expenses. And if you have a normal job, what's going to happen is when you get your tax refund, whether it's $1,000 or $2,000, it'll be a lot more. But yeah.
Right, because the loss from your business, you'll be able to offset it with your income from your day job, right?
Exactly.
So yeah, here, Music Man 08. I really full-heartedly believe that 2022 is the year that we need to all do that. We all need to invest in ourselves, whether it be like educating ourselves more, participation, getting more involved. Here, like in about 15 minutes, I'm going to hop off and do a call with the DAO that I'm in. So yeah, definitely invest in yourself here in 2022, everybody.
And come on my YouTube, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'm going to try to do as much as I can to provide financial education for free. And what's great is that you're basically the average people, the 5 people you hang around the most. And hopefully, through our network of people, we're all going to educate each other. Like, it's too bad, but if you guys were all following me during the pandemic, I did on my TikTok post about the ELDI loans. So it's like, there's going to be another opportunity to make money, whether it's gift cards, Party Finance does like the gift card hustles. There's always opportunities to make money. And the way you're going to learn is through your network, and, just grow your network through the internet. He's in Louisiana, he's in Houston. It's like, it doesn't matter. We can all work together as a team to do better. And that's the whole thing about the internet. We didn't have this. Our grandparents didn't have it. The only way our grandparents could have made it is work hard. Now it's all just information and data.
That's for sure.
Party Finance is in Houston.
I'm in Houston.
We got LA, San Diego, New Orleans, and Houston. Oh, Waco, Texas. What's up?
Nice. What's up?
But if you guys are all good, I might want to take like a little break and then maybe go back on in about 5-10 minutes, if that's okay with you guys.
You gotta run to the restaurant.
You all good?
Yeah, like I said, I got to hop off at 8 anyway to get on this call, so it's all good. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to go check out my new office.
Work Nation, it's Party Finance that's in Houston.
So, man,
yeah,
I just got my question.
He's in Waco.
So, senior in high school, going to college. Okay, let me see this question really quick. How would I pay for college? Oh, this is a good question. I actually like this. So hopefully he's still here. But anyways, this is the way you pay for college. Go to community college. It's the easiest way. And to be honest, I don't even know if you really need the 4-year degree. I feel like if you get an associate's degree, you should be hireable. If you're going to go for the 4-year degree, it better be either like engineering or like computer programming, right? If not, get the associate's degree. And then like what people don't realize is become a tradesman. If you're a plumber, electrician, AC person,
HVAC.
You're gonna make as much as a doctor, but you won't have as the debt like a doctor. And if you have any entrepreneurial
and you can name blue collar stuff, man. In those same 2 years, there's several tech skills that you can learn, like networking and server management. Like there's a ton of tech skills that you can learn from like, the associates level type program. I mean, I hate to bring this one, but if y'all remember like ITT Tech a few years back, all of those programs exist at real community colleges. So, and like here in San Diego, they got these adult learning centers or whatever, or adult learning programs. A lot of them offer these certificates for free, man.
Free.
So, yep.
Basically, stay away for profit. If it's for profit, don't do it. If it's a community
stay away from for profit. Yep.
Stay with community colleges, and if you're good enough, in 2 years you can transfer to state school. And remember, it's a piece of paper, so figure out the cheapest way to get that piece of paper. And if you can, get a license. Get a CPA license, get a real estate license, get a tradesman license, because unfortunately, a lot of these college degrees are just a waste of time and money.
Yes.
But we can probably end it. Did I answer your question, Ariel? What are your thoughts on lease option in real estate? Those are hard to enforce, so I wouldn't do that. But what I would recommend to the landlord, if you are trying to do something, is seller financing. Because if you can't qualify for the loan, the owner can seller finance it to you. So I think that's the best thing you can do is, and there's deals out there that you can do seller financing, but that's a way to get into real estate, and you don't have to have good credit, is get the seller to finance it, or you can go to a hard money lender. But we'll talk about that on another live stream. So yeah, if you guys don't mind, let me go ahead and end this slide, and then I'll party finance, or either one of you guys available in like 10 minutes, or are you guys gonna be busy? Because I'll just go to the gym then.
Sure.
I'm gonna go to my new office.
Okay, so as long as Jeremy's available, so just check in about 10 minutes. I'll go live again. I got to take care of some stuff and buy some stocks. But okay, cool, guys. Thank you very much. If you haven't checked out my YouTube, go on there right now. I need to get more watch hours. Give me a thumbs up. Thank you very much, guys. We'll do this again soon, hopefully in the next 10 minutes. Bye.